My first biggest mistake was not getting into real estate sooner and taking that time when my husband was like, you can do this. I had another mistake I made, and it was in the best interest of my client, 100%, but the lender didn't like it very much. But I had a client come in, and the lender called me to have my client, to give me this client. And he was like, as long as you keep him with me and you don't take him elsewhere, I will keep giving you leads. And I have tons of people looking in Louisiana. And I was like, okay. Well, for me, that already was like a red flag that, well, I don't work for you, I work for my client. I appreciate the lead very much, but I have to do what's in the best interest of my client, not you. It ended up, he had thousands and thousands of dollars of closing costs that he was charging, which I knew was way more than what he should have been paying. And so I told the client, hey, look, like, we're not going to get $14,000, $15,000 in closing costs from a seller. So what we need to do is we need to look at other lending options. I was under the impression that the client had explained that to the lender, that they were going to shop for their price, for their closing costs, their interest rate. Their interest rate was also higher. And I struggled with this because the lender gave me this lead. So I felt absolutely terrible. But my mistake in this was assuming that the client had talked to the lender and explained to them, look, I'm gonna check out some other options. And I did not reach out to that lender. Also, because I was kind of like, he literally said, don't do this, but I didn't want to keep him with this lender just to get other clients, because I knew he saved at least $7,000 and more than that with his interest rate by going somewhere else. The lender ended up calling me, it was like a month later, so I thought he had known for sure. He goes, so what's going on? And we are like closing in a week. And he was not happy. I felt awful because I was like, as a professional, I should have extended that courtesy out to you and been like, hey, they're exploring other options. And I didn't. And so that was a learning lesson for me. And I admitted it right to him. I was like, you know what? I was in the wrong here. I apologize. It's a relationship business and you should be communicating with all parties at all times. And so that was my mistake. My client was a lot happier though.